So welcome to today's lesson on electromagnetic induction. So what are we going to learn? Well, we're going to understand that voltage is induced in a conductor or a coil when it moves through a magnetic field or when the magnetic field changes around it. Describe the factors that affect the size of this induced voltage and describe the generation of electricity by the rotation of a magnet within a coil of wire within a magnetic field. Okay, so this is known as the generator effect. Okay, so basically it says that if you basically move a wire in a magnetic field, this is going to induce a current in the wire. This is known as electromagnetic induction. Basically where most of our electricity is created from, and it is used basically in power stations, and there's a schematic for it which will go in more detail later in the video. So this is what actually happens. You have the voltage between the brushes. Okay, so when the voltage is at a maximum is going to be when the coil is at right angles, obviously, to the magnetic field. Okay, and it's going to be zero when the magnetic field is at parallel. Okay, because it's not going to be cutting the magnetic field lines. Makes sense. So this is the example of the AC generator. This is basically like an electric motor, which we've looked at in reverse. So as the coil rotates, we have the electromagnetic induction occurring, basically generation of current within the coil, and it produces an alternating voltage in the coil. Okay, and this is then drawn off by the two slip rings. So you can increase the size of the induced voltage by moving the coil faster, increasing the strength of the magnetic field, and increasing the number of turns in the coil in the center. Okay, so the final example is a bicycle generator, also known as a dynamo. So this is kind of on a small scale. So what happens is when the bike wheel turns, the magnet rotates, and it's next to a fixed coil of wire, and you have the electromagnetic induction. Okay, and an AC current is produced. This allows the bike light to be, for example, powered by this process. That's known as a dynamo or a bicycle generator.